everybody. How are y'all this evening? Tonight we are going to be doing a very cute wreath, and I've always loved this sign, and this sign is made by Personally Yours. I got it last year and it's one of my favorite, and so we're going to do a little old school. Why not? Because this girl's old school. What can I say? So we are going to be using this board and mesh right here, which is cut at 24 inches. Okay, and I could not resist. We have got to be using this 24-inch snow pine wreath. I want more of the green to come in, so I don't want to put too much mesh in this one. My tails are cut. You know my favorite tails are cut at 13 inches. Okay, we have the holly ribbon, and we have the red velvet ribbon. Okay, and we have the holly bush, which will be going in here. Alrighty, so why don't we get started? And now let me just show you a quick cut. 24 inches. All we're going to do is lightly fold it over, maybe about an inch, and you are going to put your thumbs down, hold them, and you're going to let your other fingers do the walking. You've heard that old expression, let your fingers do the walking through the yellow pages, and try and keep your mesh centered. This must be getting towards the roll, the bottom of the roll, because let me tell you, your mesh gets tight as it gets to the bottom of the roll. Now notice, let me show you real quick. You notice I do have it folded under when I get to the end. And the reason for this is I want that particular mesh to be down. So, because any type of deco mesh is going to fray just a tiny bit. So we're going to put it in. I'm going to twist the tie twice just to make sure it's in there. And I'm going to kind of fan it out just like so. Okay, let's go over this one more time. Cut it 24 inches. Alright, flip it over, go up the center. Okay, keeping your fingers in the center. When you get to about that half an inch at the end, you want to keep that mesh down to prevent the frays, just like that. Okay, now I want more of the greenery to show in this particular wreath. So I'll probably, in what we call the inside ring, okay, the inside ring. Okay, since it's the holidays, y'all, I was thinking if you are local in the area and you would like to maybe have 4 or 5 of your friends over to do a wreath party, you can contact me on Creative Designs, and you can iMessage me. And if you would like to have a wreath party, we can have a wreath party. And where you have, y'all, it's really, if you're having it in your home, it's best that everybody has their own table. I have about 2 tables, and I can get with you and give you a couple of suggestions on how we can go about it. And they can purchase what we call a wreath kit, and I can show them how to make their own wreath. Okay, so if you're interested in maybe a small wreath party, let me know. I'll be glad to get with you, and you can PM me, private message me on either Creative Designs by JL or Johnnie Lynn Letch, and that is the Covington, Mandeville, Folsom, Slidell area, Madisonville. If you are interested in doing a little wreath party or some people may want to call them wine and wreathing. It's up to you. Just let me know. We can do it, and I'll even bring my bow makers, and y'all can make your own Christmas bows, whatever you want to do. Do a wreath, or you can do multiple Christmas bows, and you can choose between the ribbons. I can give you a couple of ribbons to choose from, or just let me choose. Y'all can get together, and I'll give you a couple of ideas on wreath kits, and I will sell you the wreath kit, and we'll have a wreathing party. How's that? Okay, so I put approximately 1, 2, 3, 4 on the inside. Now we are going to move to the outside, further outside rim of the wreath frame. Okay, now if you want, these you can get, I get mine through my wholesaler, but you can find them usually at Hobby Lobby or Michael's or something like that. And this is a frosted Walmart. They do sell them, and they are elevated, what we call an elevated wreath frame. And this just happens to have, they come in the green. I would say between the grapevine and these are two of my favorite forms. Or just, you know, the regular mesh is okay, but I would say the greenery and this mesh form, the greenery and the grapevines are my favorite. Now, we can do grapevines. If y'all want to do a grapevine for a wreathing party, that's fine. It is more costly because of the shipping of the grapevines. But other than that, now shipping, when I say shipping, you know, it's not that. And I can get together and we can make wreaths. If I have an Etsy shop, if you're interested in this wreath tonight, it will be posted tomorrow. Too big. Santa Marta Designs. She makes the cutest wreath attachments. Oh, you ought to see her reindeer that she has coming out. Oh my goodness. They are so cute. They are adorable. She has all kind of wreath attachments. She really does beautiful work. So if you haven't followed my page, I would appreciate it if you like and follow my page. And if you will, there is a small little button at the bottom. And what we call that is spreading the love. And if you don't know what spreading the love is, it means share. So if you would, I would appreciate it if you would spread the love. It would be very much appreciated. Yes, I would be appreciative. How's that? Let me kind of, there's one that needs one right here. Let me get it. I think I have 2 more left. I don't want to fill it up too much because I want to be able to see this pretty snowy pine. Okay. Now, normally sometimes I use 4 ribbons, different ribbons in this niche, in this wreath. And I'm not doing that tonight. I am making it very simple. And you've heard the expressions, something less is more. Well, I think tonight with this specific sign, less is more. And that is what I'm trying to hold back, is doing less than more. Okay, let's see what we have here. Okay, right here. Alright, there you go. You've got, let me kind of turn it around and check it out and see if I have any big holes. Yep, I got a hole right here. Okay. I don't want any big holes, so we're going to, that's it, the last one. Alrighty. So I did cut this at 24 inches. Now I think between 23 and 24 inches is what I cut. You do not have to be a rocket scientist, trust me. Because there's a lot of wreathers out there. You know, they don't even measure. I try and measure so I know approximately how many things I have. Now we're going to put, let's go ahead and let's put the sign on. Now, I am going to put the sign down here, closer to the bottom. And we are going to put a voluptuous bow right up here. Okay? So, let me show you what we're going to do here. I am going to take, it's called a beadsmith tool. And it's usually made, if you normally find them in the jewelry section. And this is a beadsmith tool right here. And it has a fine little thing right here to punch a hole in. Okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to punch a hole on the 4 corners. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Now, if you have something that you would like done, a custom order for your door, garlands, bows, I am located in Folsom. You're more than welcome to come and see what I have and pick out your ribbons for a custom order, or I can email you various colors and fabrics that you know, that I do offer as far as ribbons go. Now, depending upon what you want, you may want a grapevine wreath, you may want a greenery wreath, you may want a deco mesh wreath. It all depends. Y'all, about 24 inches is good for your wire. If you kind of want to, I've gotten to the point that I don't even measure anymore, as long as I know it's, I've got 4 of them. Because I'm going to show you an easy way to do this. Now, this wire that I am using right now, this is called floral wire. And you can pick this up at Walmart, believe it or not, Dollar Tree. And this is a very thin gauge wire, y'all. It's not a thick gauge wire, it's thin. Because I really don't want anyone to see this wire when I place it in the wreath, okay? So, now, notice, I have the wire. I am going to twist the sign. I'm not twisting the wire. I'm twisting the sign, okay? Alright. Now that's on. Just going to do the same with all 4 holes, okay? Go in. Put the wires together, twist the sign. 4. Now, personally, let's see. Personally, Lee, yours did make the sign. I did purchase it last year. It is a pretty sign, y'all. Okay. I can remember years ago, y'all, we used to decorate our dens in our living room, my sister and I, and we'd get books and cover them and put greenery on it. This has been done for so long. My mom taught me this years ago. Okay. I know I had one more cut. Yep. This wires, you got to kind of keep it together because it's hard to see. Okay. Alright, now. And let me explain why I'm going to put my tails on afterwards, y'all. Okay, now when I say tails, what they are ribbons that have been cut 13 inches long. Now, I'm going to go in, going to wrap this around here, bring it through, and you know what? Bring it through here, come around, bring this through, come on up a little bit, and right here. Okay. Alright. And the wire, let's put it over here. Now, when you go and feed this wire through, y'all, you want to make sure that it goes around the rail itself, okay? Because you do not want it just to be loose. You want it to be tied inside one of the rails. Okay, just like so. Come around, tie it, bring it down. I told my husband I was going on hiatus after tomorrow. And the reason I said that is because this whole week I have been cooking. I have made homemade chili from scratch. I have made homemade red beans. I have made homemade split pea. I have made pumpkin mousse. So I'm done. I am so done cooking. Tomorrow is my grandmother's smothered steak, and I'm doing that. So, and then after tomorrow, I told my husband I'm not cooking for at least a week. Notice I'm going to bring this around this outside part right here, okay? And look, I'm just twisting this wire around the wreath frame itself. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to snip it. Now, when I snip this wire, y'all, it's going to go towards the inside of the wreath because I do not want it to scratch my customer's door, okay? You want to make sure, I don't know why I did it this way. I got to unravel them now that because you don't want to scratch anyone's door, y'all. So once you do your wire, just make sure, y'all, that you make the pointed jagged ends of the wire go towards the top of the wreath, okay? I'm going to go through the mesh. What I'm doing is sort of wiring bringing the wire through the mesh itself, and this allows me to do this with this fine wire. Sometimes, y'all, you can really fight with if you're using Chanel stems or pipe cleaners, because those little wires can get caught up. That wire within the Chanel stem is a little bit thicker, and it can get caught up in the between the little holes of the mesh. Okay, there you go. Got it through. Now, if you are having problems, some people have problems with dexterity. What you can do is, let me show you what you can use, either with your Chanel stem or with the wires, and it's these plastic knitting needles. And you can get these off of at Amazon.com. And let me show you what they look like. And they're really good with working with grapevines or mesh wreaths or any type of wreath that you're doing. And they've got nice holes to where it'll bring, you can literally attach the end of the pipe cleaner and go through there like so. You want to make sure, we're going to do the shake test when we're done, and I'll show you what the shake test is, and I'll tell you who told me about the shake test. I have a mentor, and my mentor, well, I have several mentors. One is Lori Riley Jacobs, and that is Hardworking Mom, and another one is Katie Salvatore, and that is Crazy Maisie Creations. And those two have been quite an inspiration to me. Although I will tell you, one of the first people I ever watched on Facebook was Brenda, and that is Busy Bees. Okay? And we're just a very good, close community. We love making wreaths. We love teaching people how to make wreaths. Okay, notice I've got it around the wire crossbar and around the frame itself. I'm cutting the wire, and I'm going to bring it up through the front. Okay, now signs on there, nice and well. All right, let's go ahead and put a few of our ribbon tails in. So we have what is known as a 2.5 inch ribbon tail, and we have a 1.5 ribbon tail. So the 1.5 is a red velvet, and you can purchase this at Craft Outlet, the Wreath Shop, Deco Exchange, Waterman's Loft. I get tongue-tied with all of these, y'all. Now, where I'm going to place this is where I put the mesh in. So I am going to put the mesh and just twist it around and make sure. You do not have to open these ribbon where you put the mesh, okay? Let me stand up so that you can see, and I can do it towards the camera for you. Okay? Just like so. Okay? Let's go ahead and do another one. And I'm just going to go ahead and normally there's anywhere from, I usually put about 3 to 4 ribbon tails in here. This time, and what you're going to do is you're going to make what we call a bird. You're going to pinch the inside. All I do is take the ribbon, come in, and we're going to pinch, okay, and we're going to make a bird, just like this. Hold it nice and tight, make a bird. Where you put the mesh in, you're going to go in, twist around, just like so, okay? There you go, just like that. May not have enough ribbon tails, but we'll see. Come in, put it in, twist, 1, 2, 3. You want to make sure that when you're making a wreath, that you want to make sure that these tails nor the mesh fall out. Okay, there you go. And the ribbon tails are cut at 13 inches. Okay, let's come in this way. Yep, we're going to have to cut more. I know I don't have enough. I thought I would have enough, but I don't. Just wasn't sure how much I was putting in here, y'all. Well, this is the top, so let's do it this way. Okay, let's bring this down here. Now, big juicy bows are going to go up here, so I want to keep this open. There's no point. I may put a ribbon tail on the outside for tall people. We'll wait and see. Let's go ahead and put one here. Moving right along. Got my glue pot. It's hot because we got to add those berries in here, y'all. Okay, let's go ahead and cut some more ribbon tails. Got one more here. Y'all, when I tell you I have glitter everywhere. When I tell you I have glitter everywhere. My husband is about ready to shoot me. He usually does this time of year. Okay. So, y'all, this weekend is a very special weekend for me and my husband. And this is my ribbon tails right here. You can't see them. Well, there you go. This board is cut at 13 inches. Let's see, I'm going to need about 4 or 5, maybe. And it's cut at 13 inches. This is my favorite, y'all, is my 13-inch tails. This is what, and you just wrap it around 1, let's do 6, 2, 3 times. Okay, 1, 2, 3, like so. Okay. Take my trusty scissors, and these are nice scissors because they're spring-loaded. Very easy on your hands. Okay, and these are from Wally World. Very good scissors. Okay, cut them right here. Now, what we're going to say is we are going to dovetail. And what a dovetail is, make sure all your ends are even. We're going to take it, fold it in half. We're going to cut from the center to the wire, okay? The same on both ends. And this is called dovetail. You cut from the center to the wire, okay? Just like so. Normally I have all these done, but for some reason tonight I'm not with it. Okay. Alright, there you go. 1, 2, 3. That makes 6 ties. Okay. I think I only have 5, but I may have 6. We'll see. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to dovetail. Dovetail from the center to the wire. Okay, there you go. Got my ribbon tails. Okay. We are going to pinch in the center, come up, pinch the center, come around, make a birdie, put it in. Find out where you put that mesh in, and all you're going to do is come back in and put the ribbon tail right where that mesh went. It really makes a pretty wreath, y'all. Notice I'm leaving this area kind of bare, and the reason I'm leaving it bare, y'all, is because my big bow's going here. Okay, let me go around and just kind of check to make sure I didn't leave. Yep, here's two right here. Nope, that's the top. Okay, there's no point in wasting your ribbon if you're going to make a bow. Let's go ahead and make a quick bow. It's just going to be a right here. This is my trusty bow maker. Okay, we're going to start off with the holly ribbon. Alrighty, and let's go with approximately, let's go with a 14-inch tail. So I'm going to come in, I'm going to make it where the center is, where the 14-inch tail is. Okay, that's the center, and I twist it. I'm going to come around. Now this loop on this bow is going to be 6 inches. So I'm going to hold my hand in and bring it to the 6-inch line right here. Okay, come in, twist. We're going to make the ugly side up. So now we have, make sure it's 6 inches. Come in. Now we come over. 6 inches. Okay, twist. And let's make sure that's 6 inches. Yes, it is. Twist. Okay. We're going to make all together with this ribbon 4 loops. Okay. And now this is going to be the same size as this one right here. Twist. Right here. Make it the same size. Come out. And now the last one you do not have to twist. So we're going to bring it out, come around, measure your tail out. Let's bring it to the front. Okay. Now we're going to take this pretty green ribbon, give it a little contrast. Now I'm going to make this a little bit longer, probably about 15 inches of the green ribbon, okay? 1. Now we're going to come about a 1/2 inch shorter, okay? 1. Yeah, about a 1/2 inch. 2. About a 1/2 inch shorter. So we're at 5 1/2 now. Twist. Twist. And twist. Okay. Now, come out with your tail. Remember, we went about a little bit longer. And I'll show you why we went a little bit longer with the 1 1/2 when we get this made. Now, I'm going to go back with this again. And I'm only going to be doing 2 loops and come in a little bit shorter. Okay. I'm only going to do a loop on each side, and we're going to come at 5 inches, which is about, if you're having trouble, just kind of eye about a 1/2 inch smaller than this green ribbon. Okay, right like that. There you go. Alrighty. Now, okay, now we're going to take the red velvet and we're going to go at, keep it at 5.5. And I'll show you what we're going to do. Go as long as the green ribbon, anywhere from 15 to 16 inches. Okay, and we're going to make 2 loops on either side. And we're going to go the same loop as this one here. 1, 2, twist, come up, 2, and like so. Okay, now, there you go. Now, cut this. Got it. And let's get, this is when I use a zip tie, y'all. Let me get a clear one. Right size. Okay. Very thin zip tie. I'm going to bring it underneath the bow and quickly bring it right here. Okay. I'd like to remind you that, okay, I'm going to lift it up right here. I'm going to hold it between hold this bow tight. You don't want it to get away from you. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to take a pipe cleaner. And what I'm going to do is bring it right through here, just like this. Underneath the bottom. Bring it right through. See how those little wires want to stick? Okay, there you go. Let's bring this up. Get your bow ribbon in line. You want to keep it in a line. Alright, now I'm going to start tightening somewhat. Okay. Sure, my pipe cleaner's in here. You know, this is a pretty thick one. I think I'm going to double up on this pipe cleaner. And when I double up on the pipe cleaner, all I'm going to do is twist 2 of them together, just like so. And bring it through, just like so. Yeah. Okay. Now, let me show you how you are going. Make sure that this tie is where the crease is. Okay. Now, let's take your tails, bring them up like this. Let's just kind of bring them up so you pull on it. You haven't really tightened it real tight yet, so you don't want to pull too hard. Just enough to where you can get things moving. Now, this is how I do my bow. I'm going to take the bottom loops, I'm going to spread them out, just like so. The next group, I'm going to spread out. Keep that only one with the one, and now I'm going to come up with this, okay? Now, for some reason, the red bow moved on me, but you can move it, because I have not made it, okay, now I'm going to go to the other side of the bow. I'm going to do the same. I'm going to spread them out, just like so. Spread it out. Making your loops the same, keeping this one here. 2 loops, just like so. Spread them out. Let's get them nice. Now that I've got it, I'm going to take this right here and this, and I'm going to hold it. And I am going to tighten this up. Let's kind of twist this a little bit. Well, let's tighten it up first. Now I'm going to take my zip tie, and watch when I tighten that zip tie. It's going to bring those loops in. Now let's cut this zip tie off here. Not the whole zip tie, just the end of it. Okay? Now, I'm going to hold this, and I'm just going to kind of twist. I want to break up that center because you're going to, just like so, just kind of twist and break up that center. Okay? Alright, let's get this little booger on. Ooh, this went out of town. Yeah. Okay. Okay. There you go. Alright. Now, we've got that. Let's get this pretty bow on. Take this and we're going to tie the bow on just like so. And I didn't cut my ribbon ties, my tails, until I get the bow on. And I want it to sit sort of up on the top, y'all. Up on the top. Okay. Flip it around, and you want to make sure, y'all, that it's between a bar, and preferably on a crossbar. Okay. Alright, let's see where we are at. Okay. This looks pretty nice, huh? Alright, now we're going to do some ribbon, cut the ribbons and curl the ribbons. Remember? Let's get this all out of the way. Okay. Alright. Now, remember I told you that we wanted the 1.5 a little bit shorter, and the reason for that is we're going to curl these ribbon tails up. Let's bring them all the way into the bow. Now I've curled it up. Now I'm going to do, watch this. Woo! I'm going to pull it down. Now we're going to dovetail the other tails on here. I'll go a little bit shorter on this one. Excuse me. Alright, let's take this green, come on up, bring it up, pull it from the center. Okay, just like so. Oops, getting away from me there. Bring it all the way up, and let's pull it from the center. Okay, there you go. Let's dovetail this one. All right, got my last one. Okay, and then we're just going to do a little bit of sprucing up a little bit. And when I say sprucing up, we are going to add a little bit more pizzazz to this wreath. Okay, I have some holly that we're going to add to this. So let me get my trusty cutters, and I'm going to cut the stem off. And what's nice about a greenery wreath, y'all, this greenery really holds on to glue. Alrighty, there you go. Look at that. Let me show you. Okay, got us some holly. Add this right in here. Okay. I have a glue pot over here. And we're going to just put it right in here, just like so. Okay, and we're almost done. When this is done, when I'm through adding the holly, we will be done, my friends. Now, all righty. Okay, we're not going to have too much more, and we'll be done. Okay, right in here. Okay, now I am going to take one of these right here. Let's open this up. And I'm going to put some glue on here. You always want to make sure that your bow looks as if it's part of the wreath. And we are going to stick that in there like so. Okay, let's put some next to the sign. Right here. Okay, and I've got one more. Okay, and the last. This really came out pretty, y'all. Okie doke. There you go. Alright, I'm going to raise you up. Okay. A little bit more. How's that? Okay, here you go. Now, you can cut your ribbon tails, which I may do. Let me just make this a little bit tighter. Okay. Yeah, I might have to cut the red ones a little bit. Yeah, let me cut it a little bit. I've got to. 1, 2. Okay. I don't want them too long. I'm a perfectionist, y'all. I'm sorry. There you go. Alright, let's raise her up. Okay. There you go. Let's move my chair. Can never get this right. How's that look, y'all? And it turned out really pretty. Nice and full and really pretty. Well, I hope you enjoyed tonight. Now it's too tall. How's that? Y'all take care. God bless. I'll see you later. And don't forget to join me on YouTube on Sunday nights at 6:30 and every Tuesday at 6:30. God bless. Take care. Bye-bye.